They laughed at her, not just once, not just behind her back. They laughed every single day loudly, carelessly, cruelly, as if mocking her was a sport and she was the prize they won without even trying. Maya had long since stopped reacting. Her silence wasn't weakness, but they didn't know that. To them, she was just another quiet girl, another background face who wouldn't speak up, who wouldn't push back. Her hair was always tied in a simple braid. Her clothes were clean but worn. Her shoes had been glued twice by her mother. She carried second-hand textbooks wrapped in brown paper and ate lunch alone. That was enough for them. Enough to decide she didn't belong. Enough to call her names like Ragdoll and Silent Mouse. Enough to humiliate her in the hallway, in the cafeteria, on the bus. What they didn't see was the fire she carried in her chest. What they didn't know was that Maya wasn't avoiding a fight. She was saving herself for the right one. The day began like any other. The sky was great. The corridors echoed with noise, and the air was thick with teenage pride and insecurity masked as dominance. Maya walked through the hallway holding her books to her chest. Her necklace peeked slightly from beneath her collar, a delicate silver chain with a small pendant, the last thing her father gave her before his death. It was old, but to Maya, it was worth more than gold. Her fingers often found it in moments of fear. It was her anchor, her strength. But that day, Jordan noticed it. Jordan, the boy who led the bullies like a king on a plastic throne, surrounded by those too scared to challenge him and too weak to think for themselves. He stepped in front of Maya near the courtyard, his friends circling around. She stopped, knowing what was coming. "What's that?" Jordan asked, reaching for the necklace. "Looks kinda cheap." Maya said nothing. Her heart raced, but she held his gaze for a split second. "Don't," she said softly, but the word meant nothing to him. With a jerk of his hand, the chain snapped. The pendant fell to the ground. The laughter erupted instantly, but Maya didn't hear it. All she heard was her heartbeat. All she saw was the broken pendant, her father's memory lying in the dirt under the soul of a boy who thought power meant cruelty. That was the moment everything shifted. Something deep inside her rose, something that had waited, silently, for far too long. Maya didn't scream. She didn't cry. She stepped forward, slowly, with a stillness that felt strange even to her. Jordan grinned, amused. "Oh, you mad now, Ragdoll?" His voice was mocking. He didn't notice her shift her weight, didn't recognize the calm before the strike. In her mind, Master Lin's voice echoed, "Do not strike from anger, strike from purpose." And Dana, without a word as she spun, her foot moved like wind across water, fast and fluid, and struck Jordan clean in the chest. He stumbled back, arms flailing, and hit the ground hard. The laughter stopped. Silence flooded the yard. Shock was painted on every face. Jordan groaned, stunned, humiliated, afraid. Maya didn't wait for applause. She didn't say anything. She bent down, picked up the broken necklace, closed her hand around it, and walked away. That single kick was more than a strike. It was a message. It was every insult she ever swallowed, every tear she cried in secret, every bruise she hid from her mother, every moment she chose peace and patience over fury and vengeance. That kick was her turning point, and the world noticed. By evening, someone had uploaded the video. "Quiet girl destroys school bully" went viral overnight. Thousands of comments poured in, some mocking, some in awe, but many inspired. Maya didn't care about the fame. She cared that, finally, she was seen. The school tried to cover it up. They summoned her mother, who arrived in her work uniform, confused and scared. But when she saw the video, when she heard what had happened, and not just the kick, but all the bullying that led up to it, something in her eyes changed. For the first time in years, she looked at her daughter not with worry, but with pride. Jordan was suspended. Some of the others faced warnings. But most importantly, the teasing stopped. It didn't happen immediately, but slowly. Maya noticed it. The taunts disappeared. The look softened. She wasn't a ghost anymore. Girls began approaching her, asking where she learned to fight. That's when Maya spoke up, and not with fists, but with purpose. She started a self-defense class for girls after school. With Master Lin's support, she taught them not just how to kick or block, but how to stand, how to walk into a room with strength even if the world told them they had none. Maya still walked the same halls, still wore the same shoes, still held her books the same way, but she was no longer the same girl. She had changed, and not because she fought, but because she chose to stop hiding. The power had always been there. Now, the world had to see it. She never boasted, never showed off. She didn't become loud or aggressive. She became clear, focused, and in that clarity, she found her strength. She realized she wasn't the only one. So many girls, boys, even teachers had felt invisible, and now, they saw hope in her story. A girl with nothing had turned the world upside down with one act of courage, and that's what she carried with her. Far beyond school, far beyond that courtyard, a courage, quiet and powerful. Not every storm announces itself with thunder. Some arrive in silence and change everything with a single strike. They thought she was weak, but that one kick, a broken bar, proved them all wrong.